My name's Mel. I am an alumni of ACPE. I studied a Bachelor of Physical Activity for Health, and I've been an academic for the past 8 years and teaching in all things around health and exercise science. I guess I was probably a typical high school student. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I just went to school mainly to play sport. I wasn't really interested in anything else. And so then when I went out into the workforce, I didn't really have any real direction. And it wasn't until I was working for quite a few years where I'd finally decided that I knew what I wanted to do, and I wanted to work in sport because that was what my passion was. And so I better get some qualifications to help me get into that industry. I suppose the biggest challenge for me was being outside of doing any study for 10 years. So I finished high school, I then went and worked, I didn't do any study, and then I decided to come back to uni and had no idea how to study. I'd forgotten everything that I'd learnt in high school. So that was probably the biggest challenge, learning how to study again. So I did have a lot of self-doubt. I didn't really believe in myself and my ability to do that, and really had to make sure that I was willing to work hard. But fortunately I was super motivated because I knew finally this is my calling, this is what I wanted to do. And then it was just about me actually really starting to work hard and teaching myself how to have that study discipline again. In terms of overcoming those challenges and that self-doubt, I guess it's a matter of it was me putting myself outside of my comfort zone. I really had to push myself to work hard, and I really looked to support from people around me. So the academics that I had, I really drew on their support, the staff around ACPE, asking lots of questions, working closely with my peers as well. I learned a lot from all of those different support networks that we had, and then that helped me overcome all of those barriers that I'd sort of put up for myself. I guess what I learned the most about myself and my abilities when I started studying here was actually what I was able to achieve when I worked hard. I finally, as I said, had some motivation. I was really sure of what I wanted to do, and I really wanted to do well to prove myself wrong. And so I suppose having that work ethic and being able to really push myself and make sure that I had all of that study discipline and I was going to do everything that I could to be successful, I was able to achieve things that even I didn't think I was capable of. In terms of the support that I had, really the support around ACPE is the thing that helps people get through. I had staff who knew my name, who I'd worked with across previous semesters. I was able to go to them at any point and ask questions, and they were always willing to help me. And then we had the support of the student learning services as well. So I'd been 10 years outside of school. I'd forgotten everything to do about maths. And then I was in a subject like biomechanics where I had to do stuff like trigonometry and algebra, and I had no idea how to do it. And so we had numeracy support advisors, we had our academics, and they were the ones that really helped me. And I had to learn some new skills again, but those people helped me get through. And once I was able to use their support as well as working really hard, I was able to achieve quite a bit throughout my degree. I guess simply put, I love sport and I love exercise, and it was a real passion for me, and I wanted to be involved in anything that could help me work with people who were passionate about sport and exercise and health, and people who wanted to learn more, who wanted to look at the science behind it and understand how all of it worked. That's where I wanted to be. So that really drew me to study at ACPE, and that's been the case throughout my whole degree when I was studying, just loving being able to talk and share that passion with like-minded people. I guess what I find really magical about this area is learning and seeing what increasing knowledge about exercise and sports science and what that can do for people, how that can inspire people within the industry, how that can inspire our society to increase and improve their overall health and well-being, and seeing the overall results that we have when we can increase people's knowledge and understanding of this area and what it's capable of. My advice to anyone is do it. What I've learned throughout my journey is that if you have a passion and if you're motivated and you're willing to work hard, you can achieve more than what you even imagine you were capable of, and that's been my experience. So anyone who's questioning, I say go for it and be willing to work hard and you will achieve your goals. My number one tip for anyone looking to succeed in the field of exercise and health science is that you need to be able to practice what you preach. What I've learned is that people who are passionate about what they do and they live what they believe in, that passion is actually really contagious and you're able to inspire a huge amount of people with what you do. So if you're passionate and if you practice what you preach, if you love exercise and you exercise regularly, if you love all things health and you look after your body, that information that you have and that passion that you have is really contagious for other people, and you're actually able to inspire many, many people through what you do. As a first year student here, if you think that you're going to be sitting in a classroom writing lots down on paper, think again. Most of the time you're going to be in maybe a setting like this in the gym, you're going to be doing some exercise, so you better get ready to come prepared, dressed with your exercise gear and ready to get involved. You're going to be getting your hands on anatomy models and learning all about the human body. So there's lots of practical stuff that we do, particularly within our first year. So it's never going to be the same boring day that we have at university. Every day is going to be different.